It's Jimbo, and that's
James.
all right. Let's talk about winterizing.
All right.
There's a lot of bikes here, but right now we're gonna wheel this one in, and we're gonna talk about winterizing.
Carpet.
Let's ride. All right, so it is talk about winterizing. There's James from Farrow Harley-Davidson, the giant name behind him right there. So, James, tell us, what should we do to winterize our bike? And maybe more importantly, what should we not do?
Okay, what we should do first is park it. You want to plug it into a tender, and you want to check all of your electronics prior to storing it, and maybe even check your tire pressures and check your fluids. Okay. Yep, park it on some carpet, maybe cover it up.
All right, so I'm one of those people who starts my bike every couple days. What should I be doing with that?
Don't do that at all. Don't do that at all. Oops. We're not saying don't go ride it on nice days, because we're gonna have those in the wintertime because it's Ohio. But generally, you want to just park it and leave it.
So firing up, just a short fire up, maybe builds condensation up in the tank, and the oil could ruin all the fluids and all kinds of stuff?
Yep.
Okay, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Okay, so we're gonna tenderize the bike.
Yep.
Like meat tenderizer.
Mm-hmm. No, you want to get a tender. They're also called like trickle chargers. They make all different kinds, different amperages, and
barbecue,
everything like that.
spicy.
Yep.
Different type of tenders.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
So we get a battery tender.
Yes.
We hook the bike up to the battery tender.
Yep.
What else do we need to do as far as winterizing? You got to look at a bunch of fluids. You got to check some things over while it's winterizing. What do you got to do, or do you just leave it alone?
While you have it parked for the winter, you just leave it alone. Probably have either a full or empty gas tank.
All right, so if we don't tender the bike and we decide to do something different, we can remove the battery from the bike.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that. What do I do?
Okay, so each model's kind of different on how you remove the battery, but they're all able to come out. You can take your battery
your owner's
out.
manual or call us and we'll try to
call us and we'll try to walk you through it. When you buy a tender, most times they'll come with these alligator clips that will hook up to your pigtail. You just hook them together like this. After you have your battery out of the bike, you want to do red to positive, black to negative. I mean, you can just let it sit and it's charging away.
And is there any concern with that being inside your house, or are you talking about in a garage?
You could do, if you're gonna do it in a garage, don't set it on the concrete floor. Maybe put it on a shelf, or if you have a piece of carpet out in your garage, you could put it in there. In your house, you just want to put it somewhere where it's not going to get messed with.
So now, winter's over, we're getting ready to bring it back in. What do we do? Check the tires, check the brakes?
Yep. You want to go through and you want to check all your electronics. After you put your battery back in, you'll have to readjust your time because it will, just like taking a battery out of anything else, you know, your time is not set. But you want to go and check your indicators up here, make sure all of those are working, and then you want to actually check the lights themselves. So we got your turn signals, those are all working. Brakes, and you got your headlight, all that's working. You can check your oil. You can look underneath the bike for any leaks you might have. And you want to check your tire pressure, because again, with winter time, the temperatures fluctuate, and you know your tires could be low, and you don't want to just go out ripping down the road with low tires.
All right, so the noise we hear in the background is somebody's actually cleaning a bike right now.
Yep.
So cleaning, is that a big part of winterizing?
Yes and no. More so, you just don't want to get the salt that they put on the road for, you know, inclement weather. You don't want to get that on your bike, because then you could start rusting prematurely. And if you do go out and ride and that does get on your bike, you want to make sure that you get that off as soon as possible. Don't let that just sit, because you can get pitting. Again, you can get rust, all kinds of negative effects from that just sitting on your bike.
So, and if you can't clean the bike, you might as well just trade it in.
Yep. Yep.
So, anything else that we can say about winterizing the bike? Any questions?
If you have any questions, feel free to call us here at Farrow East, or you can call Farrow North and talk to the service department. And
What's the website, James?
that's farrowhd.com.
There it is. There's the big spelling of it. All right, you know what? I'm going to go ask Lou what's the phone number to call.
Okay.
Hey, Lou, what's the phone number that they call to get a hold of service?
614-836-6330.
What about if they're going to call someone at North?
740-965-9900.
She's got it all.
Talk about winterizing your bike.
How
Winter
fast can we do
storage.
that?
We can do that really fast.
All right, what do we do? What's the most important thing to do?
Just plug it into a tender and then park it. The worst thing you can do is go out and start it up periodically. You don't want to do that.
So that's not
even
good.
if you miss the sound of your bike, or if you think you need to go out there and start it just to like rejuvenate the battery or cycle the oil, just don't do that.
Well, if you want to hear the sound of a bike, come on in here. We got all kinds of bikes in here. You can do that. If you really, really, really want to hear the sound of a bike, you can do that, right?
Yep. We're not saying don't go ride it on nice days, because you can do that. You know, if there's nice days out, take it out. Go for a ride. Bring it back inside, check it, get all that road grime off there, plug it back in, and let it sit. What? That's Jimbo. I'm James. Hold on. That's me again. What? No. This is where I just talked.
All right, it's Jimbo and
It's James. Oh no, let's do that again. That is so. Wow. Hold on, let me get back in. I don't know.
Who?
James. I don't know. Cut that out of there.
There.
Wait a second. You said what? Because I liked what you said, and that was really good. Ah! You're going crazy. Let's go fast.
Let's ride.